Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Maher Al-Ghamdi, presenter of this presentation. There will be two presenters, Maher Al-Ghamdi and Abdulaziz Al-Farah. Our presentation talk about electronic flight instrument system. We have three contents. The first one, EFIS, which mean Electronic Flight Instrument System. The second one, PFD, which mean Permanently Flight Display. The last one, EHSI, which mean Electronic Horizontal Situation Inductor. EFIS systems portray information using cathode ray tube CRT technology. Later in instrument display are present on multi-color liquid crystal display LCD screen, which replace the some or all the conventional flight instrument for both pilots. A typical EFIS system convenience permanently flight display PFD, electronic altitude direction inductor EADI, and electronic horizontal situation inductor EHSI, navigation display. In some designs, the two displays are integrated into the one. As you see in the photo is an example of flight deck with the electronic flight information display. PFD, which now permanently flight display. As you see in the photo, this is example for PFD. The permanently flight display is an instrument which engage and depends on single display. All of the information that was historical present on a number of digital electromechanical instruments. The PFD has available from a basic altitude and director, flight director combination, present electronically on CRT to in electronic altitude direction inductor EADI, which available by manufacturer, adding additionally information such as heading, altitude, and airspeed.
PDF displays virtually all of the information that the pilot requires to determine basic flight parameters, altitude, airspeed, rate of climb, heading, ETS plus, autopilot and auto, throttle, engagement, stage, flight director, modes and approach stores, depending open the vase, off flight and pilot selections. The flight director will provide appropriate later guidance to maintain the selected track, heading or approach and miss it approach, track and vertical. Guidance for climb and descent, leave off, approach and missed approach. This electronic horizontal station inductor. The electronic horizontal station inductor EHSI, often referred to as navigation display, ND, replace a number of different instruments found on conventional aircraft instrument panel, and may be used to depict some or all of the following information: heading following, heading or track selected, bearing to or from, navigation beacon. And now I will let you watch the clip. Have fun.
The 4 Electronic Flight Instrument System (EFIS) displays provide the pilots with flight data to help them operate the aircraft in a safe and efficient way. Flight parameters are displayed on primary flight displays, PFD, while navigation data is displayed on navigation displays, ND. Each pilot has an EFIS control panel to select what is displayed on the EFIS screens. The EFIS control panels are divided into 2 sections, one section associated with the PFD and the other with the ND. The Flight Control Unit, FCU, is located in the middle of the glare shield. The FCU is one of the interface units between the pilots and the autoflight system. The full use of the FCU will be covered in the autoflight modules. There are selectors on the FCU which will affect the indications seen on the PFD and ND, and it is only these selectors that will be discussed in the EFIS modules. The selectors with associated indications are provided for speed, heading, altitude, vertical speed. The metric altitude push button is also part of the altitude area. This push button is used to display the selected altitude in meters on the permanent data part of the system display. As an option, the selected and actual altitudes in meters on the PFDs. You will see how all these selectors affect the EFIS displays in the modules that follow. The 2 chrono push buttons located on the glare shield control the associated chronometer display on the NDs. The push buttons operate like a normal stopwatch. In this module, we have introduced you to the Electronic Flight Instrument System. In the next modules, we will look at the PFD and the ND in greater detail.
And to hear, ladies and gentlemen, today this show has ended.